Hello everyone, welcome to Champions of Tech. Today we are meeting Dr. Arun VG, consultant physician at Sims Chellam Hospitals, Salem, and founder of MedVerse, an event which connects medical manufacturers and distributors directly with consumers in Tier 2 and Tier 3 city. You might be wondering why a doctor in a tech podcast. The reason is the tech world has a lot of myths about the ground realities of hospitals, and today we are going to demystify them by discussing with the visionary. Now, I welcome Mr. Dr. Arun to our show. Welcome, sir. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Hello. Hi.
Welcome to our show today.
Thank you so
it's
much.
a pleasure to have you as our guest today. Thank you again. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me to this podcast.
Yes, sir. So you're a doctor, yeah? You're a doctor who's dealing with millions of people, right? So tell us about your journey, sir. So where have you started? What are you currently doing? All those things.
So basically, I'm from Salem. So I
Okay.
was born and brought up in Salem. I did my schooling in Salem.
Okay.
After that, I went to Karnataka for my studies. I did my MBBS and MD from Sri Devaraja's Medical College from Karnataka.
Okay.
After that, I had an opportunity to go to UK.
Mhm.
So I was working in Manchester, Salford Royal NHS Foundation Trust for a period of 3 years in the Department of Nephrology. And after that, in 2020, due to some reason, I had to come to Salem back again.
Okay.
And I started practicing in Salem since 2020.
Okay.
So, about me, so when I came back here, so the whole medical practice was totally different for me.
Okay.
Because I've been seeing patients in 2010,
Mhm.
but the 3 years when I went to UK, it was totally a different ball game there. When I
Okay.
came back, it was a cultural shock for me, because since 2005 I've been in medicine and nothing has changed.
Okay.
Okay, so there's a lot of change that needs to be happening and that needs to happen in the future as well. It is changing at a very fast pace, but it needs a lot of things that needs to be done. So this is about me in just.
Okay. Thank you, sir. So we know you as a doctor, but you have a very interesting one more initiative called MedVerse, right? So what is MedVerse, and what was the inspiration behind MedVerse?
So yeah, being a medical professional, as I told you,
Mhm.
there were two things. When you look at major cities in Tier 1 or Tier 3 in urban cities, so every healthcare innovation is available to everyone there.
Yeah.
Okay. But whereas when you come to Tier 2 or a Tier 3 city, there is a huge lack in the infrastructure
Mhm.
and other technologies that are available to the patients or to anyone that is here. So what we did with MedVerse is we tried to bring in the manufacturers direct manufacturers to the consumers. That was the aim. That is how we started the first step of MedVerse.
Okay.
So we went to lots of expos to see. There's expos happening in Chennai, Kolkata, Bangalore, Delhi, and other major cities,
Mhm.
and it is not so much happening in Tier 3 cities.
Mhm.
And if you surprisingly, the audience that were going to Chennai, Bangalore, and Hyderabad
Mhm.
were people from Tier 3 cities.
Okay.
Okay, so there is an obvious need. So there's an obvious gap.
Yes.
So when we find a gap, that is where we try to utilize things.
Yeah.
So that is what I tried to do with MedVerse.
No.
So I'm not surprised that you didn't understand MedVerse. A lot of people don't understand. Even doctors don't know what MedVerse actually is.
Okay.
So I think I'm happy that you asked me this question,
Yes.
so that I can clarify certain things even to the doctors and to the tech founders and other people as well. So that what I am trying to do is bring manufacturers to Tier 3 city, so where we can sit directly with the consumer. Because surprisingly, when I started doing background research for MedVerse, so you will not agree that you will be surprised as what I'm trying to tell. There are 250 hospitals in Salem.
Okay.
Okay, so that was a surprising fact. When there is 250 hospitals, so when some manufacturer comes here directly and we can procure in bulk, imagine the cost of machineries that is going to go down.
Getting it.
So once the cost of procuring a machine goes down, the cost of healthcare is also going to go down.
Exactly.
So that is what we try to bring in here.
Okay.
Okay.
That's the value.
Yeah. So that is what, for example, I was listening to some podcast recently. There was a gentleman who was telling, in Jain community they tried to buy cars. Okay, I think you know.
I know.
So they bought cars in bulk.
Yeah.
I think 120 or 140 cars,
Yes.
and they got it at a discount price of around 22 crores.
Got it.
So 22 crores was the discount.
Yes.
It's not a simple amount.
Yes.
Okay. So likewise, when we have good communication with doctors and hospital owners, when we can procure something in bulk, okay,
Yeah.
we can talk to the hospital owners and get to know their requirements. If let's say there are 5 machines that are required, each one negotiating one machine, it's going to cost them a lot.
Yeah.
So when we procure 5 machines together, we can negotiate at a larger scale. So that is what we are trying to do. Okay, whether it is feasible or not is a second next question, but that is what we are trying to do as to help the hospital administrators. And second thing is for the manufacturers to come and directly pitch to you what your machines are, what offers that you give, what AMC prices that you charge, and things like that, directly to the consumer.
Yeah.
So that is what the second thing we did. And when we started doing this, we had an option of bringing in tech founders as well.
Got it.
So what we did was we brought in startup founders who are working in healthcare to pitch their product to the doctor.
Okay.
Okay. So as a tech founder, you are in healthcare.
Yeah.
I'm in healthcare.
Yeah.
And manufacturers are in healthcare.
Yes.
All three of us there are lots of industries, other industries that are working towards healthcare.
Yeah.
Okay. Why are we working towards? What are we working towards? For the improvement of the patient care.
Exactly.
Okay. That is the whole aim.
Yeah.
We have a common aim, but we work in our own cocoons.
Yes.
Okay. We don't interact much.
Yeah.
Our interaction with your interaction with the doctor and my interaction with the tech founder is totally, it's very limited.
Yeah.
Okay. I talk to doctors, you talk to the startup founders.
Yeah.
Okay. What you think is needed for me might not be important for me.
Yes.
What I think is important for you might not be important for you.
Yes.
Okay. So that is where there is a big gap again. Okay. So that we wanted to bring in startup founders who are working in healthcare to pitch to a doctor.
Got it.
Okay. So that they can validate their product.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, this is needed for me. You bring that product. For example, let's say, whatever product comes in, okay, if you want to embrace technology, what I would see is it has to reduce my time.
Yes.
Okay. If I am seeing patients for a half an hour, I'm not going to spend so much quality time.
Yes.
Okay. If my consultation time reduces to 15 minutes, I can see another patient.
Yes.
Okay. So that is what when we bring in technology there, if it can help me reduce the time from 30 minutes to 15 minutes, that will be helpful for me.
Yeah.
Okay. So again, there will be patients who are admitted in the hospital. I have to write discharge summaries for them, and discharge summary writing is an art. Okay.
Yes.
It needs a lot of work that need from us.
Yes.
Okay. At least minimum for each patients, we have to spend at least 10 to 15 minutes writing the whole discharge summary and giving it to a typist. Okay. Because there is a huge lack of medical transcribers.
Got it.
Medical transcribers are obsolete in India, I would say.
Yes.
So when we give it to them, they bring us a rough copy of the discharge summary. There'll be lots of spelling mistakes that be there. I have to correct it. Again, I have to spend 5 more minutes correcting all those things.
Yeah.
And he or she goes back, types the same thing, gets back to me. So this process takes a long time.
Yeah.
Okay. So if this is getting automated, why will I not embrace this? Okay,
Absolutely.
so I'm spending 20 to 30 minutes in one patient's discharge summary, which can be done with 5 minutes with AI. I'm saving 25 minutes of my time.
Exactly.
So this is what the need is.
Got
Okay,
it. Got it.
but most of the people, when it comes to technology or software, they think medical building software is important.
Yeah.
Okay, there are lots of building softwares that is there.
Yes.
Okay, so there are lots of building softwares that is there available now.
Yeah.
Okay, why do I need an 100 and so there are 90 softwares? Why do I need a 91st software? Okay, but there are hardly 2 or 3 discharge summary softwares.
Yeah.
Will I need a fourth one? Yes.
Obviously.
Okay, so that is what we are trying to pitch to a tech founder.
Okay.
Okay, so you were telling why a doctor to a tech podcast.
Yes.
So I think you got the answer now.
Yes, exactly. That is one of the most important topics which I wanted to talk, because we as a tech founders, right, every day we get multiple ideas.
Exactly.
Okay, especially when you're working with healthcare industry, right? So morning I'll get an idea, hey, there is a gap, why can't I go and fix it? But I will never get an opportunity to go and talk to a doctor asking for a validation of my idea, right? So you're bridging that gap, which is very, very important for all of us.
So once we did that, there were healthcare startup founders were very happy to come and pitch to a doctor. We had almost 20 startup founders come and pitch to a doctor within a span of half a day. So two of myself and other 2 doctors were sitting and listening to the whole thing. We were giving them positive feedbacks, whether it is feasible to be scaled up, or what corrections or what improvements that needs to be done. So when you directly hear from the consumer, it is better for you, I think. That's what I suppose. So, and next thing is, we also did a pitch to VC as well.
Okay.
So there was venture capitalists who came in to MedVerse. So whoever we validated pitched directly to a VC and found investors as well. Okay. So we were trying to do Shark Tank and Startup Singham in MedVerse.
Okay.
Awesome. So, but we did it in a very smaller scale. But it was a start. For Salem, it was a big thing.
Big
actually.
event. Yes.
So in a tier 2, tier 3 city, bringing investors to Salem, it is happening. But when it comes to healthcare startup, validating and bringing it to a VC is not happening in a very big scale. So that is what we try to bring into under one roof.
Got it. That was an inspiring thing. Was it an easy choice? Because being a medical practitioner, you're already drained out on an everyday basis, right? Was that an easy choice? And was it difficult or easy to do such a large scale event, especially on tier 2 and tier 3? Because nobody has done that before. And you are the first one who initiated that. For initiation itself, you need a lot of patience, a lot of plannings and other things, right? Was that easy?
Obviously it is not easy. I would disagree with one point. There are people who have done this, but not successfully.
Yes,
they have failed many a times.
Yes,
there was one event where when I was doing MedVerse and I was planning for MedVerse, 4-5 months into MedVerse, there was an event that was happening in a neighboring city, Erode, where the event could not happen because there was not much of medical manufacturers or distributors or wholesalers. Stalls would come to that event.
Yes.
Okay. So they changed the whole event to a general expo. Okay. So because event is fixed, we have paid so much of advance to the venue and things like that. So they had to do some event. So they changed it to a general expo.
Yes.
Okay, so it is not that someone has not tried it, but many people have tried it and many people have failed. Okay, what difference did I make is I stick on to my vision that I wanted to do this. So whether it is financially gain or not is a next question. Okay, so that is what I'm trying to bring into tier 3 city. This has been successfully happening in tier 1 cities. Bangalore, Chennai and everywhere, it is successfully happening everywhere. Okay, it is not that I'm the first one to do this. No, absolutely not. So there are lots of people, lots of expos that is happening in medical industry all over the world. Even in India, there are lots happening. It's happening in a massive scale as well.
Yes.
So, but when it comes to tier 2 or a tier 3 city, we are left behind. Why should we be left behind is my question. When I am coming from a tier 2 city, why is my city left behind is my question that came. So I was not happy with that. So that is why I tried to do it in a tier 2 city. So this is definitely not an easy thing to do, but it did need a lot of patience, and a lot of money had to be involved. So and when we're doing something for the first time, trust was the main thing that was lacking. Okay, because who is going to come, whether doctors will come or not, whether there'll be enough walk-ins so that the stalls will be happy. But we did get a decent number of stalls. We had almost 120 stalls which were booked, so which was a pretty good number for a tier 2, tier 3 city. And we had almost 3,500 to 4,000 walk-ins, among which there were 2,500 doctors who walked into that. So this proves there is a gap. So this, because doctors are not going to come on a Saturday afternoon where they are having a busy practice. Okay, because Saturday is usually a busy day for us. Okay, and Sunday, that is the only day where we give some time to our family. So despite giving family time, they coming to us as a big thing, telling us, yes, this is the need of the hour. So that was an interesting thing that we did.
That's great to know. Are you also trying to convert or make MedVerse as a community?
Yes, the long-term plan for me was to bring in all doctors, all hospital owners, administrators, managers into one roof, where the negotiation will happen with the manufacturers and things like that. Okay, so we will create a body where we will get the requirements from each and every hospitals. That was the initial thing that we were working on. Okay, it needs a lot of work. It is not in the workable stage at the moment, but we are working on it on a later stage, on a large scale. So this was one of the suggestions that one of the speakers and even the chief guest that came to us was telling us, you do that because you are initiating something. You bring in IMA and then try to do something that is helpful for all the hospital owners. Because the main struggle here with hospital owners and administrators is getting a license is very, very difficult. Okay. So an institution like Apollo and Manipal and other top tier hospitals also have the same set of licenses that is there. Even a hospital which is built with 20 to 30 beds have to get the same licenses and certificates. So for them it is easy because of the connections that they have. But as a doctor who has been practicing in villages, if he wants to build, he wants to build a hospital for the community, and these licenses are. It is. I'm not telling it is bad. We have to have licenses, yes, but when it's become easy for us to procure these licenses, it is going to be more helpful for the patient rather than the doctors itself. Okay. Yes, we provide services. We provide at a very lesser rate. We don't charge too much. Yes, there are people who charge as well. Ultimately, everyone works for money. That is a different scenario. But what I'm trying to tell is, there is a gap. We tried to fix that gap, and it is in the process of that. Okay, we have not completely filled the gap yet. It needs a lot of work, and we are trying to do, and we are actively progressing in that way.
Got it, sir. Thanks for that. Yes. So, being a medical practitioner, why do you think technology is so important in the healthcare industry? Because from your previous answer, I got that you are looking after the technology to reduce your timing and your efforts to add value to more people, right? Why do you think the technology is more important for you?
See, there have been lots of revolutions that have been happening around the world. Okay, there was industrial revolution. There was a robotic revolution. Y2K revolution, computer revolution. That's been lots of things have been happening. So when every revolution comes, there is when people start adopting that, it makes their life easy.
Yes.
So that is how we wanted to embrace technology as well.
Okay.
Why it is important is to reduce the time, first thing.
Okay.
And see, firstly, adopting these technologies into healthcare is a very challenging job, because
Yes.
as such healthcare,
Mhm.
frankly speaking, it is resistant to change,
Yes.
because lives are at stake.
Yes.
Okay, it's a patient life that is at stake.
Yes.
So what we try to do is we don't change, we don't adapt to something new, because the previous one is working perfectly for us.
Yes.
Okay, if something has to work for us, it needs our trust.
Yeah.
And building that trust takes a very long time.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So once trust is built, then only then the technology can do things.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me be more specific. Let's say if a doctor is sitting in a primary health center somewhere in a village, in a remote village, if he or she has this AI tool or a technology where it can predict things, okay, it will be easy for them to, so that the treatment that is needed for the patient comes faster, or he or she gets it faster.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is what we aim for.
Okay.
Okay. Well, let me put it in a different way. Let's say if there is an ECG change, if that doctor is not familiar with an ECG, okay, and they need assistance, so that is where a technology comes in. Okay. So let's say ECG, there is a change, there is a heart attack, you refer it immediately.
Yes.
So to an expert that who's known to treat patients with heart attacks.
Yeah.
Okay, rather than keeping him patient. So the delay in the treatment is what is the main problem in India, because of the number of people that is there, because of the population and geographical location. There's a huge delay in the treatment. Okay.
Okay.
If let's say even in Salem, there are almost, when I was talking to someone this morning as well, so there are almost 10 cath labs. Cath labs, it's a procedure where we do, it's a lab where we do angiograms.
Yes.
Okay, so angiogram is a test to detect any clots in the heart.
Yeah.
Okay, so there are 8 to 10 private hospitals having cath labs.
Yeah.
Okay, so when it is readily available for us, we can go and get an angiogram done within a span of 2 to 3 hours. So that is the amount of technology that has grown in a tier 2 city like Salem.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so imagine the scale that is happening in Chennai and Bangalore and things like that. But whereas the rural areas is still backward.
Yeah.
So there was a doctor who he's a specialist. He's a top professional in a central government main position in a central government office.
Okay.
So he had symptoms of heart attack when he was visiting a rural place.
Okay.
Okay, so he had to be transported to Salem to get this angiogram and a stenting done.
Getting it.
Okay, so it took almost 2 to 3 hours of time for the patient to reach Salem.
The cath lab.
Okay, so that golden hour is lost.
Got it. Got it.
So every 10 minutes you delay, 1% of the heart cells die.
Okay.
Okay, so imagine 2 hours is gone off. 120 minutes is gone.
Yeah.
Okay, so imagine the impact if it delays more, what is going to happen?
Yes.
Okay, so that is what I'm trying to tell you. So when something is going to happen, so something is, see, we are in terms of reactive medicine at the moment.
Yes.
Okay, what I mean by reactive medicine is, if there is a symptom, we react to it as doctors.
Yes.
If you have fever, I will react to it by giving you a prescription with paracetamol, other things.
Yes.
Okay. If heart attack comes, we treat the heart attack.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we talk about preventive medicine.
Yes.
Preventive medicine is we try to prevent heart attacks by community programs, telling them to have a good, healthy lifestyle, modification of the lifestyle, diet and exercise and things like that. Okay. After AI has come in, we are gone into predictive methods.
Yes.
Okay. So AI will predict things so that it tells us well prior, so that it needs to happen before, so that we prevent.
Yep.
So it will predict, it tells us, we try to prevent it rather than reacting to the symptom.
So you spoke about a lot of AI predictions, right? You wanted to do predictive healthcare and all. What are your expectations on AI? Why I'm asking this question is, if I go in ChatGPT, for example, and I say, how can I enhance healthcare industry by using AI? It will give me a certain answer. If I go to Gemini and I put the same thing, it will give me a different direction and different answer. Similarly, whatever AI tools we have, if I go and talk to them, everything is giving you different answers. But the ground reality is totally different, right? Uh, being in an healthcare expert, and also you're a tech enthusiast, right? What are your expectations on AI, just from a doctor's perspective?
As I told you, see, AI, yes, we talk about predicting and preventive healthcare and things like that.
Mhm.
But what I want AI to do, or AI is currently doing, is
Mhm.
it is reducing our time that is taken for seeing our patients. So for example, let's say the blood test is there. Okay, when a blood test report is inserted into the AI,
Mhm.
and that AI reads all these things and it gives me the abnormal values alone.
Yeah.
Okay, what is the significance of each of the test?
Mhm.
So with that, my time of seeing 10 to 12 pages of blood test,
Mhm.
I'll see only one page of blood test where these things are abnormal, and
Okay.
I react to that.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is saving me time.
Yes.
Okay, and the next thing is digital prescriptions.
Yeah.
Digital prescriptions, that's been going on for some time now. So I use digital prescriptions. I use AI models to help me guide with diagnosis and treatment. Okay,
Okay.
so that's been lots of things already happening in AI. Okay,
Okay.
but as you rightly told, the ground reality is totally different.
Yes.
Okay, so as I previously told you, healthcare industry is usually very, very, very stubborn to change.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
because it involves the patient's life.
Yes.
So what happens here is we have to do certain things in a certain way so that it does not affect the patient's life,
Mhm.
and it does not take away the doctor-patient relationship.
Got
Okay,
it. Got
so
it.
when you do something to the doctor patient relationship or the interaction,
Mhm.
the AI or tech fails.
Got it.
Okay,
Got
so
it.
the important thing is the doctor and patient's relationship is kept sacred,
Mhm.
and you work around it.
Got it.
Okay, so for me to effectively talk to a patient,
Mhm.
okay, see, for example, let's say if an technology is there,
Mhm.
okay, it is taking me to do a prescription within a span of 2 to 3 minutes.
Mhm.
Okay, I speech to text or a direct text
Yeah.
typing or things like that.
Yeah.
It is reducing my time to 3 minutes to five
Yes.
minutes, let's say. Instead of me writing 10 to 12, 15 medications,
Mhm.
it takes on more than 5 minutes.
Yes.
Okay, I have to talk to the patient as well as write.
Yes.
Okay, I'll be multitasking there.
Yes.
So when I'm multitasking, if an AI comes in or a technology that comes in which reduces that time to less than 2 minutes, so I can talk to the patient rather than looking at a screen.
Got it.
Okay,
Got it.
so when I'm looking at the screen, it is distracting me from the patient.
Yes.
Okay, I can do two jobs at a time, but only one effectively,
Yes.
and the second one to a 50% extent.
Yes.
Okay, so this is what happens when we introduce technology. So we tend to lose that connect between the doctor and patient.
Yes.
So I want, personally, my opinion is I want AI to help me in the diagnosis, in
Mhm.
faster treatment and faster delivery of medications or prescriptions and everything. Okay.
Okay.
So what I want to see AI is,
Mhm.
so when we go for a ward rounds, there are patients admitted in the wards, we go for a ward rounds.
Mhm.
So I see a patient. Instead of me writing that the whole thing that I have discussed with the patient, this and this,
Mhm.
I can talk. I can communicate. The whole thing is recorded and transcribed to AI, and then there's a delivery of a patient notes that comes out.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that saves me another 5 more minutes.
Got it. Yeah.
Okay, so I can spend more quality time with the patients rather than paperwork.
Okay.
So reducing the paperwork is what the first thing that I want AI to do.
Okay.
Helping me with the diagnosis is the second thing I want to do, and I want AI to help us become better doctors.
Got it. Are you afraid of AI becoming the doctor?
No,
Is
I
that
would say
possible?
it is not possible, and I pray it doesn't happen as well. Okay, it is dangerous in any
Yes.
industry. It is dangerous. So when as I told you, any technology or any revolution that comes in, when robots came in, so there was a time where everything is going to be taken over by robots.
Yeah.
No, there is none of the jobs. Every job will be automated and things like that were coming out. But did we lose our jobs?
No.
Yes, there was a certain jobs which were lost. I do agree, but automation helped us.
Yes.
Okay, to do things faster. When machineries came in, like a washing machine or a dishwasher, it helped me with certain things.
Yes.
To the right, so that I can concentrate my time to a different quality work.
Yes.
Okay, so that is what AI will do. Rather than replacing doctors, I wanted to help doctors to become better. Okay, and the second thing is, see, there are lots of medical research that is coming out each and every day. There's plenty of research that is coming out, and consuming the whole research is practically not possible for any doctor for that matter.
Yes.
Okay, so much is available. So if it helps me to change my practice based on the evidence that is being provided on a day-to-day basis, that is what we want AI to do. Okay. Tell us, advise us, okay, this has been a latest technology, the development in the science of this, okay, and so that we can treat better, we can do things faster as well. Okay, so whether we accept all research or not is it's an individual question. That each and every doctor has their own opinions and pros and cons, but we need to know that there is an advancement that is happening, so that we can embrace it. Okay. Usually when a technology is developed, it happens in US and UK. Okay, and for it to come to India, it takes more than 10 years. Okay, but with the advent of AI, with the technology that is available today, I think the time has gone down to 5 years. Okay. So the time has gone down to 5 years. So within 5 years, whatever technology is available there can be available here as well. Okay, so that is one thing that we want to look forward.
Got it. So that was actually my next question, because we generally see people traveling to abroad for advanced treatments, right? So when it comes to technology, right, are you seeing that gap still exists? Because you just told me that it has, from 10 years, it has reduced to 5 years. Are you still finding it? There's a lot of difference between the healthcare in India and healthcare in abroad. So how do you see that difference?
There is definitely a difference. Why I would say is because I think myself as the right person to tell you this, because I have worked in UK for a period of 3 years, and I worked in India as well. I worked in a village where my college was, my post graduation was, and I worked in a city as well. I worked in Bangalore for 2 years, and then I've come to Salem in a tier 2 city as well. So I've worked in UK, tier 1 city, tier 2 city, and in villages as well. So what I'm trying to tell is, there is a huge gap in the technology that is adopted. Okay, first thing I want to tell is the data that is available. Let's say if a patient comes to you with so and so symptoms, what we usually do when you go to a different hospital, you carry a bag full of files, your medications and everything. Okay, that doesn't happen in UK. Okay. Everything is computerized. Everything I can, when I go and see a patient, before I see a patient, I can read everything that has happened in the last 20 years.
Got it.
Everything has been digitalized already. Okay. Either that is scanned and put inside somewhere. It will be there in the medical records somewhere. Okay. Everything is electronic health records. EHR is. So, but in India, it is not there. Okay. When it goes to when people go to a different hospital, whatever we write and give, that is what is going to be seen by another doctor.
Yeah.
Okay, and they have to rely on that clinical data, or sometimes the patient don't take those files as well. They go and tell us this was the problem, and trusting that blindly is also not easy, because when I tell you a medical word, you understanding that medical word is a totally different ball game.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so I can tell it in a different context, but you will understand in a very different context. Okay,
Yes.
and when you tell it to someone, it goes into a different context.
Yes.
And so when it goes to the third or the fourth year, the context completely changes.
Yes.
And when it comes to doctors, a layman speaking to a doctor, we don't understand most of the things. We do understand, but what has happened exactly in that doctor's mind is not conveyed to this doctor.
Yeah.
So that bias is happening at this moment. So this is where technology and AI has to come in, so that everything goes into digital records. Fortunately, central government has introduced a scheme called Ayushman Bharat, ABHS, Ayushman Bharat Health Scheme, where they are trying to digitalize everything that is there.
Okay.
Okay, I'm happy to tell you that for Salem, my clinic, I've been using digital prescriptions and everything.
Okay.
So my clinic has been selected as the model clinic for Salem district.
Awesome.
Okay, so for Ayushman Bharat Health Scheme.
Okay.
So this is where we attend webinars to bring in more and more documents and health records into digitalization.
Okay.
Okay, so that is first thing that needs to happen. Okay, so that we can see what all has happened. If even if the patient goes to a n number of hospitals, let's say you go for a vacation, you don't carry your medical files, right?
Yeah.
You go to a vacation and something happens to you in the vacation. You fall down from your bike or car. You injure your feet. I want to know whether the drug that I am giving that patient and the doctor who is giving other different drugs from a different hospital, whether there is a drug interaction or not.
Getting it.
So it is difficult for me to predict what drugs they are taking, because the patient would blindly say, I'm taking BP tablets, I'm taking sugar tablets. Okay, there are lots of sugar tablets that is there. Okay, there are plenty of generic drugs which are available for diabetes and hypertension. So whether this drug might be interacting with one of the drugs, whether that is the drug that the patient is taking is what the question is.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So, and keeping in line with remembering all these 100 plus drug interactions is also difficult for any person. So that is where AI and technology will help us, so that we bridge the gap, we bring everything to be digitalized. Prescriptions are digitalized so that it is readable. You know about doctors' handwritings and things.
Yes.
So that has been criticized for ages now.
Yeah.
So that will become lesser and lesser. So wrong prescriptions, delivering the wrong medicines will change. Okay. So that is a patient safety concern as well. So that is what is important. That's what I think. So that is where I stand today as of AI, embracing AI in healthcare.
Got it. I'll tell you one thing. Yeah. Generally in tech world, okay, so whenever I'm going and talking to any of my mentors, right, they will always tell me one thing. Saravanan, the sales life cycle in healthcare industry is huge, right? For example, if I build a product and I'm coming and pitching to hospitals or pharma industry or research industry, etc., the life cycle it's going to take somewhere between 6 to 1 year just for scheduling one call, right? Because as you mentioned, medical industry is so stubborn because patient lives are in stake, right? Do you think it's practically possible for us to convert everything to digital prescriptions? Because it might take ages, right? It will obviously take ages. So how the tech world should understand this? Because you are giving us a lot of NDPs, the needs, desires, and problems of healthcare industry. In order to incorporate it and build effective AI systems or effective technological solutions, we can build it. The tech world can build at least 20 times faster than 5 years before, right? We are ready to build, but will the tech industry be ready to adapt it immediately? So that is a question.
See, I can tell you in two different things. See, first thing, not all areas of Indian healthcare is lagging. Okay, first thing, because there are the delivery of healthcare in India is faster when you compare with US and UK.
Absolutely.
Okay, because you can go directly see a specialist within the next 1 hour as well. Okay, you can go see a cardiologist in the next 10 minutes. You go to a hospital. But that is not the case in US and UK. It takes at least 6 weeks. Okay, if you have a heart problem, it takes 6 weeks for the patient to see a specialist. Okay, in those ways, India is much better, much way ahead. Okay, I don't want to keep criticizing India. Okay, so they are lagging behind in certain things. We are ahead in lots of things as well. Okay, so coming back to your question, whether we can adapt it in things, yes, it is difficult, but we need to do that. Okay, why in the sense, as I told you, there's so many reasons, but what your target audience, what I suggest your target audience should be, the doctors who are coming out now, are a younger age group. Okay, let's say less than 40 years, who will be ready to embrace technology. Okay, it is not difficult. Why I'm trying to tell you is, we were using landline phones. Was there did the mobile phones take over? Yes. Did it take a long period of time? No, it went faster. Okay. And from cash to UPI, did it take a long time? No. Okay. So if it is simpler, if the technology is simpler for us, we are ready to adapt.
Got it.
Okay. You tell us, you bring your product, telling us, sir, this is the most simplest thing that you can do. You just you can type 4 words, everything will come in. Okay, you talk, everything is going to come in. You don't write, you don't touch your pen, everything is going to come out. It will be easier. It will be easier for us. Let's say if you and me are talking here, sir. So can we write the whole thing? Is it easier for us to write the whole thing? It is not, right? So practically not possible to write the whole thing, what we have spoken in the last hour or so. Okay, so but transcribing is easy, right? Okay,
absolutely.
So if a transcribing AI agent is sitting next to me, which is hanging on my collar, okay, it is easy for me, so that it becomes, my time is used in a valuable way, seeing patients rather than sitting and typing things or writing things. Okay, so reducing the paperwork is the first thing that that needs to be done. We are ready to adapt to a faster AI technology or tech, but it has to happen very soon, is my expectation. Yes, there are certain people who will be reluctant to change, but most of the people want a change.
Got it. And thank you so much for breaking that myth, because we are a technology company, Titanium, right? So we have one more thing, TechZ HealthTech. Okay. So whenever I'm coming up with a new idea, I always think about, will doctors be ready to do accept this? Will they ever consider this? Because coming up with a solution, building a product around it, it's going to take a lot of efforts, time and money, right? And sales and marketing efforts and everything. And at the end of the day, if the target customer is not ready to accept that, then that's wasted efforts, right? So when I was looking for doing a podcast with a medical practitioner especially, right, I did a lot of research, and I found you because you have initiated MedVerse, and I see that you are initiating something which nobody has done in our region, especially in Tier 2 and Tier 3 city. So that is one of the biggest things. You have already broken the barrier, right? So it's great to know from your perspective that people are ready to change, and the Indian healthcare is ready to change. That is a huge boost for all of us, and thanks for that.
Yeah, sure. So here is, see, we are ready to change. Yes. Okay. Because in 10 years down the line, see, for example, let's say back in 1990s, computer was not available in every household. Okay. Now it is available in every household. Those who are there people who don't know computers now? Very less. Okay. I would say in rural, yes. age above 50, 60, yes, there are people. And anyone less than 40 doesn't know a computer is practically not alive.
Yes.
Okay. So likewise, when a time grows, adapting technology is something all our people are ready to do. Okay.
Got it.
So we are ready to accept change, but that change should not break the trust and relationship between a patient and a doctor. That is what we want. So as you were telling, so there was where you can build a technology, whether it is needed to the doctor or not. That is exactly what MedVerse does in a pitch to doctor or a validation with a doctor. So you bring in a product, we are ready to sit with you, develop a product as well. Okay, we will tell you what changes that needs to be happening. Okay, so if a product is there, let's say if there's a software, okay, let's say digital prescription, for example, let's say digital prescription software. I have to go to 5 different screens and type in each and everything. Instead of that, if there is if that tool can remember what drugs that I usually give or frequently used medications, so I just go click, and then the prescription is done.
Yes.
Okay, so as each and every doctor has a set of medications that they use on a regular basis.
Yes.
Okay, so that medications is already there and frequently used.
Yes.
Okay, let's say 20 medications or 40 medications that is already there. So we go click and finished. The job is done. Yes. Okay, but the technology that is available in today is I have to type the whole medication.
Getting it.
Okay, so that is again going to take more of my time.
Yes.
Okay, is it really helping me? No. Okay, is it going to reduce my time of me writing prescription? So now in this case, writing is easier than typing for me.
Absolutely, because you need to traverse a lot of records.
Exactly. So writing is easier for me because I've been writing since ages. So I can write a prescription within 2 to 3 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes, rather than typing the whole thing, which takes me for more than 5 to 10 minutes. Okay. And as doctors, we are not very good at typing as well. There are doctors who type with one finger as well. So there are, I'm not talking about the younger ones. The senior physicians, they take a bit of time to type as well. So reducing that time is what is important. So that is what AI is telling. So you search. So let's say 20 years. Let's take 5 years. Before Corona, AI was not this big.
Yes.
Before COVID, AI was not this big.
Yes.
If you had to do a podcast with me, what all research you would have done? How much time would have taken to you?
Yes.
Okay. So AI has helped you sitting in front of a computer. No need for a computer. You have your mobile phone.
Yes.
Everyone has a computer on their shirt pockets.
Yes.
Okay. You type in everything, it shows you.
Yes.
Okay. So today, time is money.
Yes.
Today, time is money.
Okay.
How can I save time to make more money is the question. If you can save my time to make me earn more money, I'm ready to adapt it.
Got it. Thank you. Thanks for that. That actually clarified a lot. Yeah. Considering the current tech advancements, where do you see Indian healthcare for the next 10 years? Because currently we are evolving in AI, right? And we are evolving in technology. And as you mentioned, healthcare is ready to adapt to new changes. Where do you see Indian healthcare will be in next 10 years?
I think it is in good hands, I suppose. That's the first answer that I would give.
Okay.
It is going at a very fast rate. It is going in the right path, but everything that is changing, misuse is there. Okay, misuse can happen because when I am giving you the records of a patient, it can be misused in any ways.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. So that is the main problem that is there. So there are drawbacks. I don't want to go too much into that, but there is a drawback. But if safety is one concern, data safety is one concern that I have, because it can be misused in lots of ways. Okay. Whether it is given to some people or pharma companies or where they can make money or things like that, or some other, let's say, tech company who's using that data to derive a algorithm to make this treatment in a different way, or bring patients to a different hospital and things like that. That is what is the risk that is there.
Yeah.
But as of today, I'm happy how things are going. I want to see progress in AI and healthcare. I think it should go in a way where it helps people as well as doctor and the whole community as well.
Okay, that's great to understand that perspective. So you actually given lots and lots of inputs that will change the way tech world is thinking about the health industry in India. Yeah. One last question. Being a tech entrepreneur, I always think about building a product for US markets or UK market or Europe market, etc. Right? Speaking to you, you've given me an entirely new perspective that we should focus on India. Is that right from your
Yes,
perspective?
yes, definitely. See, when it comes to software, when it comes to tech, every tech has been designed for US and UK.
Yes.
Okay, for the Western population. Yes. Okay, or the Western countries, let's say. Okay, but India is a bigger market. Okay, yeah. The market in India, yes, it's the healthcare market in India is estimated more than $600 billion.
Okay.
Okay, so there is a lot of scope for you to improve things. Okay,
yeah.
I would say stop working for the Western world and start working for India is what I would suggest you to do.
Okay.
Because it helps us. Because lots of even in US and UK, Indians are developing things for US and UK.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. If we start making in-house and sell it to India in India, India is going to be a developed nation in a few countries, a few years.
Yes.
Okay. So that is what we want to see. Okay. And these things should happen at a very slow rate. I'm happy if it happens in a very slow rate as well. But safely is what I'm worried about. Safety of the data that is available is what I'm worried about. Because we usually don't release our data to anyone that easily as hospitals. Yeah. We don't talk to, we don't disclose information to the third parties. Yeah. Okay, but giving it to AI, we are trusting the AI too much. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that is what is my concern is. Other than that, I'm happy how things are moving. Okay. It is moving at a very, very fast rate, and everything is been socialized in social media. There are lots of things in social media that can be trusted and cannot be trusted. Likewise, the safety is what I'm trying to stress upon.
Getting the compliance and security. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Sir, it was a pleasure talking to you, and you have broken a lot of myths. Definitely, you have broken a lot of myths, and this is one of the best podcasts I ever had.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks for inviting. Yes. I've heard a lot about you doing lots of things in tech world. Yes. Keep rocking.
Yes.
We'll continue to work together and in future encounters.
Definitely.
Sure.
Definitely, and thank you so much.
Thank you so much.